Back in the 70s, board games and improv theater had a baby, and it was called the role-playing game. These games allowed a generation of kids to live out their dreams of slaying dragons and saving kingdoms, all while sitting in their bedrooms and basements. Today, gaming has moved into the cultural mainstream, and role-playing games are back with a vengeance. Join us now as 5 of these former kids come out of the basement and onto the internet to experience adventure, mystery, and obscure pop culture references. It's time for Roll for Combat!
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the boys get closer and closer to the final big bad boss. But this week, they have a nice little chat with the captain, or rather, the captain has a nice little chat with the boys. So this is it. We're near the end. So something a little odd that's happening right now. As a lot of you know, we record these episodes weeks, if not months, ahead of time. So you guys are always listening to things that occurred several months ago. But something strange just happened. Because of the holidays, we haven't recorded an episode in about a month. Also, I've been making these episodes much larger, so we are about caught up. We're really close to what we're actually doing in the show, which is a little scary because I don't want to run out of content. But what you're listening to was just recorded just a few weeks ago, and we are almost up to, in real life, what we're doing in the show. So you're going to be listening to the ending as it occurs almost at real time, or within a week or two. So what's going to happen? As I said last week, there's a real possibility that everybody dies, and no one actually answered my question as to what you thought if everyone just died. I'm really interested to hear what you think, because there's a very real possibility that that's going to happen. So please go to Discord, let me know. What do you think if we just ended it with a big old wah wah? I presume no one would like that. But of course, if that actually does happen and everyone dies, I will come up with an incredibly cool narrative structure for why that occurred. And there won't be just an ending. There'll be a super evil ending. So also I wanted to mention, which I also did in the Fall of Plaguestone podcast, of what's coming up next, because everyone is really interested. So a few real quick things. First of all, the Fall of Plaguestone is wrapping itself up. Probably got another 5 or 6 episodes left, but if you haven't caught up to that one, you can listen to that from beginning to end, and it's only going to be about maybe 30, 31 episodes, so that will have an ending to it. We actually just finished recording the very last episode, which was a little weird, having the last episode recorded, and I think everyone's going to really enjoy that. So after the Fall of Plaguestone, we are going to be starting the brand new Extinction Cursed adventure path. That is the circus-based one. We're going to be leaning heavily into the circus aspect, and there's going to be a lot of cool role-playing. It is Pathfinder, and we are going to have more or less the same cast as Plaguestone. We're going to have Vanessa Hoskins, Rob Tremarco, Lauren Sieg, and instead of Jason McDonald, we're going to be having Rob Pontus, who is also from the Order of the Amber Die and a new writer for No Direction. He is awesome and a super hardcore role player, so I think you guys are going to love that series. It's got a lot of cool circus elements, and we're going to be playing that up. And it's not just regular circus elements. There's like a sideshow. They're going to have to build and maintain the circus. There's going to be, well, I don't want to spoil it, but if you like sort of dark circuses and like carnivals and things like that, then you're going to like this adventure path. It's going to be really fun, and the characters they built are fascinating. And something else that we're going to be doing, which is a little odd, is that 2 of the characters are going to be doing playtest characters. That's right. We're going to have a swashbuckler and a witch in there. I know it's a little strange because the rules haven't been finalized, but that's okay. We're going to actually use the playtest rules, and then when we get the final rules, which we should get early, we're going to modify their characters to bring them up to speed with the finalized rules. So if you want to hear how not only, some existing character classes play, which I won't talk about right now, so if you want to hear how some existing character classes play, as well as the very cool witch and swashbuckler, you're in luck because that podcast is starting in a few weeks. But you're here for Dead Sons, and you want to know what's going to happen to Jason and John and Seth and Bob and Chris. What are these guys going to do? Well, they're also going to be starting on a new podcast, and that one is a little different. That one is going to be unique. That's all I have to say about that. As I said it before, we're going to be working with Paizo on that podcast, and it's going to be something that has probably never been done before, from what I know. I will tell you more about it in the upcoming weeks, but another way you can learn all about these new podcasts and see previews for all the podcasts is go to our Patreon. If you just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com, we're posting previews of all the characters for the Extinction Curse podcast. I'm also going to start doing previews for the new podcast with these guys there as well. We're going to be posting pictures, character builds, pretty much everything to do with the podcast. So if you want to know what's going on, just go there. Of course, we're going to be posting it on the Discord channel and the website as well, but not until it actually comes out. To see the previews, you just need to do $2 level. That's it. Just $2 and you can get everything early. And then we're probably going to be releasing the episodes early, and for that you just need the $5 level, and you will get the episodes at least 1 week early, if not a couple of weeks early. We're still figuring out exactly how this is going to work. We'll be working with Paizo in this one, so there is going to be some exclusivity to this content that is going to come out a bit early for Patreons, and then after that everyone will be able to see it. And then as for Starfinder, as I said before, I just read The Chimera Mystery, The Threefold Conspiracy by Jason Keeley. That's a new Starfinder adventure path, and I thought this thing was, I don't even think it was a 10 out of 10. I don't even think it was an 11 out of 10. I think this thing was a 12 out of 10. It was incredible. I really, really want to run it. Which brings me to the problem. I can run 3 or 4 adventures at the same time. It really comes down to editing. I can edit and publish no more than 2 adventures a week. Right now, obviously, we're doing Plaguestone and Dead Sons, and it's taking every inch of my effort to do 2 a week. I will be happy to do 3 a week, but we need help. We need help here at Roll for Combat. If anyone wants to help out and actually edit some episodes, it's not that hard. All you really need to do is listen to the episode, take out things like ums and ahs, and sort of move some audio around. It really just comes down to listening to the episodes and helping moving things and making it a little clearer to listen to. It just takes time. It's not hard at all. I'd say one episode takes about, 3-4 hours at most to edit. I know that sounds horrible. You can get it down to about 2.5 hours. I'm usually just watching TV while I do it. But, I also have to then do these intros and do all the audio and do all the video. And then I have to create the images and, manage other aspects. So I can still do that if we want to do 3 podcasts. But if anyone out there who has some audio editing experience who wants to help out, let me know, and I'd be curious to talk to you. The problem is you have to do it every week. And it's really grueling. That's one thing when you start a podcast. You find out right away is that it never ends. You think after, a lot of people start podcasts and they have fun for the first couple of weeks. But then by the 4th or the 5th month, it just keeps going and going and going. And then you realize, wow, there's no stopping. You just got to keep doing this week after week after week. And that's where a lot of podcasts burn out. But I've been doing podcasts now for, I think it's 16, 17 years, something like that. So I don't mind. I like the grind. In fact, I would do 10 podcasts if I could. But again, I'm only one person who's doing all the editing, and I just need help. And we could do more. We could do 1 million podcasts. Okay, maybe not 1 million, but we could do a lot of podcasts. If people out there want to help, if they want to be part of the network, let me know. I'd be very curious to talk to you about it. And we'll see. We'll go from there. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. There's something else really, really cool coming. It's a new website. I keep giving a little bit more information every week, but it's going to be a new website. Now, you're thinking, what's a big deal? You got a new website. Trust me. You're going to want to see this website. This website's going to have a pretty cool functionality to it. And you're going to be like, oh, that website's pretty neat. But then something else is going to happen. We're going to be announcing something in conjunction with that website. And I have a feeling it's going to blow up. I have a feeling you're going to be hearing about this pretty much everywhere. It's going to be all over the place. Anywhere where you read about role-playing, you're going to be hearing about this thing, because it is going to be a monster, and I'm having a lot of people helping me out and joining me in this thing. That's all I can really talk about, but it's going to be launching pretty quick. I have been working on this website for a few months. It's near completion. We'll be launching it in a couple of weeks, and then the, quote, thing is going to be launching. I know this doesn't make sense to you right now, but it will. Or if you're listening to this after the website's launch, you're going to be like, oh yeah, he's talking about it for the first time. Trust me, you're going to like it. So 2020 is going to be a big year for Roll for Combat. Anyhow, I've been talking for way too long, so let's get to this week's episode. Well, this is what happened. You killed these things, and he did put up communications for how you can talk to him if you want to, like, communicate with him. And you can tell, like, he's not hiding it. Like, there's alerts that you're here. So what do you do?
Oh, well, I tell everybody, all right, well, my clever trick utterly backfired, and now he knows exactly where we are. What are we going to do?
Seth Lipton is playing the Loshunta operative, Hiroji. Bob Marquis is playing the human envoy, Rusty Carter.
I suppose we should get out of here.
Jason McDonald is playing the Ahsoki mechanic, Tuttle Blacktail, and his drone, Cheddar.
I feel like we should rest.
Chris Beamer is playing the Tiefling Technomancer, Akiro the Just.
I would love to rest.
We should just wait for him to come to us.
We do need to rest soon. We need to take the train to somewhere else and rest, is what we need to do.
The train is crushed.
I thought we did that already.
Yeah, I know.
The train is
okay.
crushed.
Yeah, I know.
All right, we need to keep moving. Let's
We
go.
need to keep moving.
Marine.
There it is.
We
Stop
are
the
leaving.
fire. You need to turn off the fire.
No, we don't need to do that.
we
Because
need
that's
to go that way? I
those
thought
are
those
the
doors
doors. That was the whole
Yep.
point. Was that those were the doors?
Yeah,
that was
okay,
south.
fine.
At will, he can turn off the fire. That's fine.
John Statz is playing the Vesk soldier, Mo Dupinsky.
Let me see it. Let me see about that. Actually,
Of course
Yeah.
you can.
Tough.
Yeah, you can always do that.
Mo hits you in the back of the head. That's what turns off the fire.
it's actually only one round per level, so I mean, it might be gone already.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's you wait 30 seconds, it's gone. There, ta-da!
Right.
Ding.
Standard phalanx formation.
Yeah, I think a 10-minute wait is called for.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I disagree because the way the story is set up, this is a situation where he like the entire weight of the enemy force is going to fall upon us at this location. So the smart thing to do is to spend some time trying to change our location to one that he doesn't know about.
Yeah, they still can't track
Then while we're hiding there, wait to 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Yeah, good idea. Let's do it.
Yeah,
We're at the door.
That's a good call. All right, so let's get to a new location. Jason, Bob, Chris, Seth, what do you think? I just moved to the center door.
Yeah, I'm there already.
Yeah, I'm there.
All right.
Do you guys like that idea?
Yeah, I love that idea. Like get out and run fast to someplace as different as we can be, and find a goddamn closet to hide in.
3, 2, 1. When Bob gets here.
I already know.
No.
I was having glitch.
Tuttle runs up to the door. It is locked and sealed.
Run a bypass.
Right? Yeah. Technology.
You can probably run a bypass.
Mo hits it with his pike. That's my bypass, and he fails.
Cheddar.
It's not no Tuttle. Tuttle can hack.
I'm sorry,
it.
Tuttle.
Wait, Tuttle. The files are in the computer.
All right, I'll do a computer's check to try to get through.
It's actually an engineering check to bypass
engineering then.
The security seals. 39. He easily bypasses it, although he realizes and looks at you guys going, whoa, saying they ain't fooling around. This was not like a standard lock. Like this was a level 4 security seal. They are, they definitely don't want you to go this way, but it opens.
Next time I'll assist. I'll help make it easier.
We specialize in getting to places where we're not supposed to be, though.
You hear vibrations coming down the corridor of where the train is, approaching your station. You can feel through the plates creatures
rushing
Let's
towards
get
this
through the
location.
door
Run!
Let's go.
and see if we can seal it, or at least
Through the
like
door.
make them think we couldn't get through here.
Marines, we are leaving.
Yeah, Mo is already off the map. He's going forward.
Are we officially bugging out? I want to know.
Yeah.
I do have antennae.
Well,
That's
You do.
true.
People make fun of the.
Okay, you go through the doors, and it looks like a standard corridor. The good news is you look around, and the only things that you see in the vicinity are security robots. There's a lot of them, but they seem to be ignoring you. There's awfully quite a few cameras monitoring all around the location. The ceilings are 20 feet high. Doors, nice thick steel. Of course, the walls are the standard Starship interior metal, which is like, 1,500 hit points per section. And it's kind of dim light around this part. And it looks like there's lots of nooks and crannies for you to like kind of hide in if you want.
Like, can we
or take
run
your
down a
time.
hallway for 5 minutes and go to like such a location?
Before we do that, do we know whether or not we are still invisible to the security cameras?
I think the security robots would be attacking us if we weren't.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
right.
what I thought was the inference. The inference was since we're not getting attacked, the invisibility to the security systems is still holding. He just got clued as to the general location.
And even the entity guy said he couldn't see us.
right.
Oh, I just don't.
Do we get more map?
This sounds like a good room to.
I trust the invisibility because otherwise we're just going to die anyway. So let's trust the invisibility and move on.
Well, yeah, I know, but this.
I actually don't. Wait, do I have a corridor for you?
I was kind of hoping we don't need one. Like, I would love it if we were just like narratively, let's go to some completely different battle map because that would make sense.
Okay, narratively, you are in the tunnel.
Barcelona, Spain.
Well, also before you leave, do you want to try to close
yes.
the door and relock it, Tuttle?
Most steps
Yeah, I would
aside,
like to do
let
that.
Tuttle do it.
So try to
you
hide
mentioned
the
you
fact
wanted
that
to
we
do
went
that.
through here.
I
assume
assist.
another engineering check.
Get plus
Yes,
2 for me.
another engineering check.
38.
36, 38. Between the two of you, you manage to close and seal the doors. You look at each other with the sort of, thinking maybe it's going to work. It's a security seal. You don't know if you've like resealed it the right way, but it should at least stop them or delay them. The corridors, from what you can tell, if you go carefully, they're fairly lightly traversed by humanoids. The bulk of the force in this area seems to be robots and security robots. Since this is the command area, they seem to be heavily reliant on automatons, and I guess they don't trust their own. Who knew?
Ooh, I have that whole hunter background where I'm like all about hunting prey and tracking people down and things like that. Can I leverage that to find the road less traveled and pick the best, the optimal side passage to duck down to find us the safest hiding place where we can wait our 10
Survival
minutes or
check,
however
you mean?
long of a rest we need?
Definitely, as long as they all trust you, and I don't know if they trust you.
I trust him.
So do you think it's a survival check or?
It's survival, definitely.
Yeah, it's a survival check.
All right, I'll roll it. Watch me roll another one.
Close. 24.
So that's raising a flag too.
You did it. You're like, well, believe it or not, between the fact that the robots appear to be blind to you, and there are a lot of nooks and crannies, you're able to duck into like a security closet or like a broom closet, and you hear people rushing by trying to find you, but it seems like they can't find you.
Good. 10-minute rest.
Yeah, 10-minute rest while we
During
wait until
your
the heat is off.
Well,
Yes.
during your 10-minute rest, you hear the person say, "Fascinating. You must be completely hidden from our security cameras. No matter. There's only so many places you can go. Tell me, what are your names?"
Okay, in this case, I choose not to answer him.
Yeah, we're not going to follow that for that one.
Yeah.
God,
not
not
unless-
again. Not fall for it again. Not again.
Yeah, exactly. and not unless conferring with Tuttle if we have some kind of plausibility of actually making that trick work, where we can misdirect them to some other location. So
I send out a telepathic message.
Tuttle is a possible DC, and if that's at all likely.
He of course can roll for that if you want.
I send out a telepathic message to everyone saying, "Don't reply to them because then he'll be able to translocate us."
Yeah, no shit.
Right.
Okay,
right,
so
has everyone got
okay, let's see who needs to do.
Just
Let's
gotta
just
make sure Rusty and Akiro get that.
that? I know they like to do a lot of talking.
Just gotta make sure they get them.
I wasn't listening. I wasn't paying attention.
So Tuttle, what do you think? I tried this trick once. Do you think you could actually make it work this time?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I said that. You can do a computers check, Tuttle, if you want to figure it out.
I love that we're off the grid.
Okay.
Can I assist?
No. Resolve points will be... Who wants to... Akira, do you want to do a full heal? You only have 15 stamina points left, so I presume you do. All right, in the meantime, Tuttle thinks about it a little bit and realizes, well, they probably will be using the ship's sensors in any other way to try to triangulate our location if we talk back to him. So you probably don't want to.
Cool.
However, you also determined that shutting off the comm units isn't enough to completely deflect his triangulation. Instead, you can throw him off your trail by succeeding some other more complex computers checks. Something that, you tried to do unsuccessfully, Hiroji. But now you've had some time to look at it. You think you might be able to institute the plan you were trying, which is to talk to him and then give him a false flag.
Can I assist with that?
Can I estimate the risk? Can I estimate can I get a hint as to what the DC is?
Ain't easy.
You think since you have the Tomb Robber virus, you have a big bonus, but it's probably... Tuttle can definitely get away with it. He think it'll be pretty simple for him.
Tuttle.
I said,
You're gonna have to talk to him, though, to do this. This is the opposite. You can either try
I'm telepathically talking Tuttle into it.
In the meantime, before we get down this road, who wants to be healed? I gave it to Mo since he was down almost 110 stamina points. Akiro, do you need it? It looks like you're down a lot, too. You have 15 stamina points left.
Yep.
I don't believe I was the slightest bit damaged, was I?
As per usual.
Once or twice I've taken damage.
Hiroji was not damaged. I took some
Damn
stamina
straight.
damage. So Rusty was not damaged, and Cheddar was not damaged. Tuttle, who's got...
That was a good fight. I like that.
Half of your stamina's gone.
So yeah, I'll take a rest, obviously.
Let me take down one of your 15 resolve points, Tuttle.
Do you have to?
He's got more resolve points than half the party combined. Okay, everyone's fully healed. Again, he's like, really? You don't want to tell me your names? Now. How can we have a conversation? I'll introduce myself. I'm Renner, captain of the Empire of Bone.
So, Tuttle, what do you think? You want to try and throw him off?
I'm nervous about failing.
I used up the fail.
I can assist.
We
I can
already
assist.
rolled a lot of
No
ones,
assist. No
Dr.
assist.
Tuttle. I don't think you have anything to fear.
And can bluff help at all?
No, it's computers.
Not with this. It's computers, but actually I have 9 ranks in computers so that I can always assist.
I'd
This
say it's
one
worth a
is all
shot.
him.
Like if we
This one's
fail,
all him.
again, we're still blind that our computers will just run away again.
Would would there be any indication of whether I'm succeeding or failing? Or we'd know it when we hear people coming our way?
You think you would actually know if you succeed or fail.
Don't we have am I right that we have some
Assess.
sensor to know, like we had some kind of information about like where their security forces were concentrating through all of these viruses and whatnot through our
No,
links and business.
Nope.
All right, whatever.
you do not. I know you're trying to fish here, man, but you're trying to do exactly what the ship was designed to prevent from doing. It's like it's literally a military vessel.
I am literally doing what you literally told us to do at the beginning of this episode, which was pull out all the stops. This is really dangerous. Do everything that you can. I am doing that.
I'm correcting. I'm just letting you know I'm not being a hard ass. It's actually a lot of this is written into the module. In fact, a lot of this has been designed like this, so I'm not trying to be difficult, but it is hard. Like what you're trying to do is hard, but there are ways around it. You can put him off your trail. You could ignore him, or you could just keep moving The longer you stay anywhere, you do know it's going to get easier and easier to triangulate your location just using external means, even though you are completely invisible.
I say don't apologize for being a hard ass. Be a hard ass.
Oh, I know.
And I say, Tuttle, give it a shot. Because I think if we can throw the bone and get all the dogs going someplace opposite from where we're moving, that's preferable to them. Like, we're actually not that far away from where they zeroed us. So that would be preferable to running into random encounters, which is possible to get out of this general vicinity that they've already pinged us there once.
You do know that you're a good 30 minutes walk to the full command center. Like, for security reasons, this is the nearest
awesome.
Station. But it's not like the Enterprise where you go, the elevator goes right onto the bridge. Yeah, that doesn't exist. That's fantasy. This is there's a security method. You are going to have to go through secure areas, but with the virus, and if you help move the dogs off you, you might be able to have a smooth sailing all the way to the command center. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that 30-minute walk. Mo will open up the door toward the command center in the path of least resistance.
All right, give me a survival check, and then let me know if you want to do the computer's reverse thing.
Survival?
Mm-hmm. It's survival because it's Hiroji.
Oh!
Mo's pretty
45.
good though. Mo's doing great. Maybe Hiroji wants to consult with Mo if you guys have the right ideas.
Yeah, Hiroji, take a powder. Mo's going to take over from here.
I guess we'll try to throw him off our scent.
Okay. He keeps asking him. He's like, "Really? Why so shy? You're on board the ship. I'll answer any questions you have. I am very curious how you're defeating our security. This is quite ingenious. I have to give you credit. Being hidden from sensors. Never expected that one. And you're living. Seems like somehow the anti-living death traps, those aren't detecting you either. How you're moving through the ship. Quite ingenious. You must tell me your names. I must know who our adversary is."
I have a certain set of
I
skills.
say, maybe we aren't your only adversary.
Oh, excellent. A response finally.
Oh, God, you guys.
What's your name?
Mum is the word. Loose lips sink ships, you guys.
The walls have ears.
Wait, that was as part of this whole attempt to throw him off, right?
And also, I'm going to try to get him paranoid about his own people. Since there was that room, we found that data pad thing with the talk about the revolution.
Yes,
That's true.
the mutiny.
I don't think you need to be worried about who we are. I think you need to be worried about how a bunch of living people have so much access to your ship and who let us have it.
Oh, are you talking about the planned mutiny? I knew all about that plot. Honestly, I was looking forward to it.
Clearly, you didn't know everything then.
Oh, I knew. I'm not too worried. So, are you to perhaps try to take over the ship? Try to succeed where she failed? How droll.
Who's she? Oh, right.
I'm curious. I was following her progress. She was getting awfully close. Almost ready to actually launch that coup. That would have been fun. Oh, I guess you, came in and killed her. Shame. She was so much fun to torture. I guess I'll just have to waste it on you. What do you hope to accomplish? You can't possibly defeat us. Even if you make it up here, you'll never succeed. We're far too powerful.
I know that Rusty wants to say something, probably.
Well, actually, honestly, I'm a little annoyed from a narrative point of view. He's monologuing. I'm not hearing anything interesting out of this guy, so, I mean, that's fine. Oh, yes, I'm going to defeat you. You'll never beat us. Yada, 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 yada. He's giving us nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to engage this guy. He is a boring villain.
Yeah, Mo is really trying to get from A to B. We have a 30-minute window. We are traveling 30 minutes to the bridge. That's basically what Mo's trying to do.
Well, at what point can I make?
Rusty.
At what point can I
make it
make
now.
the computer
You can
check?
make it now.
Okay.
You can make it now.
Rusty,
He's gonna be talking to you the
Yes.
whole time.
As part of this computer check to throw him off, we should absolutely start into a soul-stirring, flag-waving monologue about species rights, and and the
And the
ultimate
intrinsic value of all people everywhere.
purpose of civilization, and just get all Star Spangled Banner on him.
Wait.
As
You want me to Captain Kirk him?
I want you to Captain Kirk him. I want you to Captain Kirk him while the engineer is having that come from the decoy location.
That sounds more like a
that
John
there's
Luke
actually a
Picard
snatch of
him,
music
actually.
only used when Kirk explains the Federation to poor ignorant savages. You want me to basically do that, right?
Oh my god, I'd love it.
No, I'm not going to engage this guy. I was willing to talk to him, but you know what? No, he's just simply trying to identify our location. I don't trust that this conversation will be useful. I feel when we are in his face, then we will have a conversation.
Well, Aeon Tuttle manages to do it perfectly with his 20 that you were too busy talking over.
That is awesome.
And he is able to redirect everyone to go totally the wrong way, to the point that you even see the security robots starting to move away from you. And as you walk down the corridor, they actually almost go away from you. Like you guys are walking on the right side, and they're all walking on the left side. Like no one is even going near you. It's working perfectly.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Let's not forget Mo's 19 roll for survival. I mean, that kind of went.
And Mo is doing a perfect job of hiding in between the corridors, ducking into empty rooms, hiding.
That's right.
Missing patrols. You guys are doing a really good job as you're getting closer and closer. Meanwhile, the captain continues to ask you about your mission, what you found, what you're trying to do. Why aren't you talking to him? He wants to hear. He's really interested in hearing all about you.
Yeah.
Is this decoy location ongoing? Because I'd love
Yeah,
to continually send him requests to various online games. Like I want to send him a Stoku request. I want to see. There's some massively multiplayer online game. I want to send him a friend request in that. We should go and we should raid.
Yeah, he'll know Mo's mission when Mo puts his foot up in his ass. Basically, that's when I'll know. That's when it'll crystallize.
I don't know. That'll be a little bit.
No gray area in his mind when we reach that point, and that's really just Mo's kind of herding the cats this way from point A
gray
to point B.
No gray area and no gray matter either.
A to B. That's there's nothing to talk about here.
While you're hiding, you do see some of the patrols, and the patrols are no joke. There are 2 of those Baycocks and 10 Corpse Folk Marines. So that's a stand-up fight. That was double the force you faced in the last train station. Remember those guys you faced? That's it's twice. Well, not twice, but twice as many corpse folk with all those grenades and those Baycocks who could totally destroy you and suck out your levels. Those guys ain't fooling around. So you are successfully stealthing and getting around them. Even your Tomb Raider virus was not enough to avoid the conflict, but you were able to use your security to avoid not 1 but probably 2 encounters, and you are up to the door for the command center. What do you do?
Mo! Watch Mo step through and just get disintegrated. That'd be hilarious.
You see a large double door in front of you. You know this is it. This is the command center. What do you do?
I think we should buff up.
Do an engineering check on the door. See if it's got
Don't open it yet.
I will assist.
Don't open it yet.
I'm going to open it up. I'm going to check it and see if it's got any additional countermeasures that the other doors don't.
Check for traps. Listen at the door. Check for traps. Dude.
No! 20!
Sorry, wait. That was supposed to be an engineering check. Okay. Not athletics. Can I keep the 20?
Oh, Rusty.
I gave him +2. Let's go with that.
Such a Rusty.
There you go. That is the double door. And Tuttle will easily be able to securely disable the device locking the door. You do not set off any alarms, you believe, with your excellent engineering check. The door is ready to be opened at your will.
Right. So, Mo explains to everybody he's going to open the door on 3. And he's
don't start counting yet.
1.
Right, hold.
And
I activate my cloak.
All right, so I'm going to cast. First thing I'm going to cast is Mirror Image. So let's do that.
Really? Oh, I never saw that coming.
You know what? For the first time ever, I'm actually not gonna. I'm gonna not give any of him shit or any of you. Like, you
No,
guys should
he's
fuck.
actually doing it before a fight.
You
This
guys
is
should
the correct
fucking
time.
buff.
All right,
Are you
I'm
kidding?
going to do that, and then I'm also going to cast on myself Greater Invisibility. How about that?
No.
Ah, that's very good.
How does that work?
Oh, that works. It's just as it's on the tin.
It works well.
The spell
is
functions
the
like
answer.
exactly. How do you spell that correctly? This spell functions like invisibility, except it doesn't end if the target attacks. The creature or object touched becomes invisible if the target creature in any way is
How
in
long
gears, carrying
do you get it
vanishes, blah
for?
blah blah. It lasts for 1 round per level.
All right, I'm gonna put it on you so we don't forget.
And I have a mirror image. Well, actually, should I even bother with the mirror image then? I don't think.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Well, if you're
too late.
invisible, the
You've
mirror
cast
image is not gonna do. I can give it back to him, but
They can be
Well, no,
invisible.
I'll do it
They can
anyway
be
because
invisible.
it's 1 minute per level. So, like, when the invisibility, if it runs out, I will have the images after.
Right.
They'll still be there.
Okay, strategically, round one, we should use my fast talk feat. I will confuse them to try and actually get a surprise round for each of us. Right?
Let's go with
Yeah.
that for now.
Right.
Mo
Okay, so
is
you're all
going to-
buffed.
Right.
Hold on. Yeah, I know you
Anyone
want to run
else?
in the door, John. Wait 2 seconds.
Oh yes,
Anybody else
Mo was
have a
ready.
before
He's
the
itch.
fight
He's
plan?
got the itch.
I think it could face through the door or the wall. Also,
You might
Oh
be
wait,
able to, yeah.
I'm gonna try the stink eye and see if I can see through the door. Though I realize that starship metal may be too thick, but I'll give it a shot.
I'm gonna look that up.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to cast one more spell on myself too while you're doing that. I'm going to cast Flight on myself.
Oh, I have another one too.
Hold on, let me just look up X-ray.
Mo, after the surprise round, if you are unable to reach the boss that first round, wait till after me. I'll spend a resolve point and give you an extra standard action.
Oh.
Oh, I've had so many useful abilities. I've just
That's
never
kinda nice.
bothered to
Fortunately,
give
the
it-
X-ray
give you-
visor will not go through this any star metal. So this is star metal. So
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
I figured, but I figured we should at least try.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it basically star metal. It won't go through, and this is military grade star metal, so it's like nope. It's only really good for plastic, stone, metal, or lead. But
Yeah,
star
if they make the
metal-
ship out of wood, we're in business.
Yeah, exactly.
all right, I want to explore the possibility of being cloaked, using my phase shift escape to phase through the door or the wall without opening the door and tipping everybody off, and using my stealth so I could appear in the room unnoticed, be able to telepathically give everybody the layout of the room so we can more appropriately prepare and then bust in. So I want to explore that.
I like all that. That sounds great.
Why don't we go down
All
the line just so that because it's getting a little confusing for me. Akira, were you going to cast another spell?
Yeah, I'm casting Flight now too.
How long does flight last?
12 minutes.
Okay, those are the 3 preliminary that I know of. Jason, did I miss what you're doing before fighting begins?
I don't know that I necessarily have a good action to do before we go in.
All right. Mo, I know is. Let me rephrase that. Mo only has one thing, which is run in and hit it. So, okay.
Wrong. Mo, before he opens up the door, is going to activate his haste circuit.
Nice. There you go.
But he is going to wait for our reconnoiter from Akiro.
Yeah, can we do something clever with like readied actions? Like say hypothetically, my recon works, my recon trick works, and I'm able to say, 30 meters from the door to the left is this guy, and that's your target. Like, so can you ready in action so that when the door opens, you immediately attack that person, and we'll be able to get the jump on them prior to initiatives rolls, and we could get kind of an extra bonus.
No. You get a
Surprise,
surprise
something like
round.
that.
Surprise round is exactly one standard action.
All right, so let me talk about this. So let me see if this is worth it and if it'll work. 11th level, you move through solid matter by taking your body's matter out of phase for just a moment. As a full action, you can spend 1 resolve point to move up to 5 feet of solid matter. So my first question is, because I would have known how this works, can I show up on the other side with already hiding? Like with my can a move action be in there, or does that, or does the act of phasing mess with my ability to hide in my cloak that anybody that happens to look through my direction will be able to see me no matter what?
Well, what's it called? The ability.
It's like it's the interaction between phase shift escape.
No, wait, what's it called? I'm just looking at the
Phase shift escape is the name of the power that lets me phase through walls. Phase
hold
shift
on,
escape.
let me just look it up.
Like I think you can hide first, and then phase shift after that, and still be hidden.
And I can't phase through for force spheres or barrier like wall of force. And if it's too thick, it fails, and I burn resolve. But the door is probably not going to be more than 5 feet. And solid matter.
I've never seen it. There's no doors.
Solid matter is just solid matter, so I don't know if this star metal matters.
Okay. Well, right. You can only use it once, though, and then
Right after. And I gotta say, this seems to be the time to do it.
Okay. So you want to be in that room before the door opens.
Right, exactly. I want to be in the room before, like a little bit of time before it opens. See what all is in there. Tell you all what that is, and get a bonus on our first attack that way.
All right. I'll say that you can use it since it's part of Ghost, and I would imagine that's the whole point of it. So I'll say you'll be able to use your cloaking field stealth and then phase through and be hidden.
All right. Well, then if anybody doesn't have a wait, stop! I'm doing it. I'm doing
it. Wait, stop.
Ah.
I have to make my monologue. All right, gentlemen. I know I don't know you that long, but I feel like some of us may not make it after we go to the other side of this door. And I just want to say it's been an honor to serve and fight alongside you. Mo,
very good.
Kill them all, and that's it.
All right, so I do it. I phase in and I report what I see. Do I make a hide check?
My rifle is equipped going in.
Stealth check.
Hold on, give me a second. You're doing things that the old Akira never did. So, where's that cloak? Cloaking field. Here we go. Okay, use stealth. So just do a stealth check.
All right, here we go.
Wow, 42.
That's not bad.
No one can.
And it's
see
only
you.
plus 24 because I'm not using the for a combat trick.
No one can even see you. Not even your own guys. You're like, where'd he go? Now put yourself where you want to phase through. You can be. It doesn't have to be where you're standing now, because this will matter where you're. It's going to matter where you enter. Okay, that's where you went in. You phase through. He disappears. You enter the room. Inside the room, you see a large room. There's double doors on the fore and aft walls. Obviously, the one right below you, and there's one north of you, approximately 10, 20, 45, 50 feet in front of you.
Everyone is getting a simulcast of this description telepathically.
2 large computer consoles flank the fore door. 10-foot wide raised platforms with metal railings run along the port and starboard walls. Basically, the west and east walls have these 10-foot wide by 40-foot tall railings that is raised above the floor. What's extremely interesting is right in front of you is a large display case made of clear material standing evenly spaced in the center of the room. There's 4 of these large cases. Each case contains a different item under harsh white spotlight. One has a red and gold spear. One has a humanoid skull and spine. Another one is a severed hand with a gem embedded in it. It's horribly desiccated. And finally, a space suit helmet with a swirling red mist within it and blood splattered on the inside visor. This appears to be a trophy room of some sort.
That is right in my wheelhouse. That is right in my cultural wheelhouse. And am I impressed by that?
You go in here and you are like, oh my god, this is the best man cave I've ever seen in my life.
I'm home now.
You are like, I have aspired to have something like this. Each of these treasures appears to be priceless artifacts, beautifully displayed. Give me a perception check as well.
All right, hold on. Perception.
Do we get a visual of the room since we do get telepathic
I'm just
projection?
I'm just describing it. You're gonna have to do this one.
And
in
I gotta
your
say,
mind.
I'm actually over describing the stuff that I like in that display case to the point that one of you might have to say, "Dude, get to the point. Get to the point. Where's the enemies?"
Okay, so far so good. You're still hidden. 39. Excellent. Hiding behind the display case. In fact, now you see them. Each of the display cases, there is 4 large creatures. They appear, well, I'll show you what they look like. It'll be easier than trying to describe them. That is what they look like. They look like
Oh my God, terrific.
undead monks that can bend.
I've been through the mangler. They look like undead monks that have been through the mangler.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looks like they have gone through hell and back and can shape themselves in any way. They seem to be hiding, waiting, stealthing themselves, trying to counter and attack you all as you enter the room. There's 4 of them, one behind each case. 1, 2, like where the doors are. There's one to the east, one to the northeast, one to the northwest, and one to the west, hiding behind the cases. So far, they don't see you yet, as you've been stealthing and you've been quiet and doing it telepathically, and you're also hiding behind the case. Every so often, they're peeking. It looks like they're just waiting for the doors to open and aren't doing a very good job at trying to find you.
All right, so
Give me a mysticism check if you might even know what these are.
Oh, I have plus 17 mysticism. Sure, why not?
25. Not great, but you've heard of these things, being the hunter that you are. These are one of those utmost opponents that you've always wanted to fight. These are Koroboots, are also known as the Black Monks. They are the vengeful undead remains of members of highly structured groups, such as priesthoods, military disciplines, and, oh, your favorite, the Solarian Orders. They have empty black eye sockets and often seem to be little more than leathery husks of skin, despite their significant physical power. You know that they arise when they violate the tenets of their order in ways that create great suffering. You also know that they have massive abilities, including multiple attacks, like, 4 or 5 at a time, cones of death, flashing strikes, and solar manifestations, multiple types.
That is fabulous. This is the most awesome room ever. I love it. I love this room. I love everything about this room. So let's see. I'm super hidden, and it's really good. And I only lose that attempt to hide if I attack. So I'm not going to attack, but I am relaying all this information, giving all their precise locations in the room, and I think I'm going to proceed all cloaked, with that hide check still attacked, all the way to the opposite side of the room to the other doors. And so when we bust in, I can attack from the opposite location than they expect.
Hide in plain sight. Do you need to re-roll the check?
No, apparently not. Apparently the thing that ends the attempt to hide is if I attack.
Okay, none of them see you. You're hiding in plain sight. It's literally working. You're using your ghost ability. You walk right down the center of the room. You're hiding.
What a cool character. I love this character.
The door on the other side looks like a mirror image of this door, but you can tell that this door is not only locked, from what you can tell from the flashing signs and the red all over it, but it physically is barred. They obviously do not want anyone to go through this door. There are doors to the west and the east above those railings that just appear to be normal doors. You are in a very good position where you could easily get the drop on them, but you also know that these guys are no goddamn joke, and there's 4 of them.
Right. Okay, so my suggestion to the group is I actually start this show. I use my shot on the run, cloak field, hide at the end of my move, re-hide at the end of my attack trick. Hope I make a good roll to hide at the end of my first attack. And with their plans thrown into shambles by them suffering an attack from a completely different direction than what they expect, that should give you guys the opening to come in and get them.
The bums rush.
Get the drop on them, or instead of them turn the tables. Them getting the drop on us, we get the drop on them.
I am. You understand my fate is going to give us all a surprise round anyway.
I like it. I say yes.
Yeah, both will be great.
Okay, I mean during your surprise round, make sure you attack first. That's fine.
Okay, so then how about roll initiative? I'll do that. How about that? I don't care. I'll shoot.
Totally.
I'll do my trick first.
Okay.
I'll roll initiative. I'll do whatever you want. What do you want to do?
All right, open the door. I use my feet. Everybody go.
Is that what we're doing? Are we really
okay,
doing
so-
this? Uh-oh.
Mo's going to use his swift action to activate his.
Roll for combat.
Haste circuit. Then he's going to open
All
up
right,
the doors.
Before initiative is rolled, my feet goes off. I use my fast talk ability and make a bluff check, saying out loud. All right, boys, you know Captain Renair's orders. We're supposed to actually fan out and be a distraction so that the Kuroboots defending this room actually are able to deal with the enemy when they come in. So that's fine. Just let's go. We're going to enter in. Remember, the Kuroboots were our friends, and we're going to just simply be distractions. All right, everybody go. And I say that in the Oxyan, of course.
Okay. Go, go, go. Go, gadget.
All right, bluff check. No, I will be re-rolling that one. Well, hold on.
30.
We're at D6 plus 2. Let me do some math. Average is 35. A re-roll with a plus 24. No, actually, adding works better. So I'm adding a D6 plus 2 to that. Yeah, 33. One of my worst bluff checks. My apologies, guys.
What is that up against? That is up against his
Sense
CR.
mode. I can check.
Yeah, or CR is 15 plus 1/2 their CR. Hold on, this is going to be close.
Hold on. I'm confirming the feat.
Yeah, I think that's it. You make it.
All
make
right,
it.
cool.
Hiroji's up first, but it's a surprise round. You only get one standard.
Oh, it's actually their... no, target CR. Right, sorry. It's that or perception bonus. Either one. Yeah, okay, got it.
Perception bonus?
So I get one standard action, huh?
That's right. So you can't do your trick attack.
But that means I have to think about it a little bit because I would like to do something else. I would like to leverage this in some fashion. All right, I think what I'm going to do is staying hidden. I'm going to get into a better position now that I can actually see what everything looks like. And so I think what I'm going to do is this. I'm actually just.
I could have put you where you would have been anyhow. Because just tell me, just put yourself where you wanted to be, and you would have been there.
Okay.
You don't need to wait for that. Okay, you can go there. It's no problem.
All right. So then, for my surprise action, I am going to open that door so it opens by itself.
Door's locked.
Oh, really? Can I try to can I in this move action try to quickly unlock it and open it with like my skills?
Wow, you're trying to bleed encounters? Not gonna tell you what to do, but probably not a smart idea. But go right ahead.
Yeah, don't bleed encounters.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be a closet or something. To be honest.
At some point, you have to pew pew.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm still gonna try to unlock the door. I'm not gonna open it. I'm just gonna try and unlock it.
Oh boy. Okay. Go right ahead.
So what is it? Is it engineering? Is it computers? What is it?
It is. I gotta look this one up. I did not expect that. I have to look
It's
up. what it
unlocked.
is. It's not unlocked. Every door's gonna be locked. Engineering.
Engineering plus 20. I'll give it a look.
33. You fail and set off the alarm.
Oh, boo!
You're the one that you decided to do it. Suddenly, these things are very
Yeah,
much
that's
aware
fair.
of you. Akiro's
How
up.
high? How high is the ceilings in here?
20 feet. You have to go through the door first.
Okay. I have 60 feet of movement with flight, so I have one action, right?
That's correct.
That's 20 feet to get there, and then I fly to the ceiling and hover there.
You're at the ceiling?
Actually, I probably can move more, right? Ceiling is 20 feet up, you said?
Yeah, you can move a little more.
So I can move 20 more feet. So I'm on the ceiling over there.
Rusty's up.
Okay, so I saw Mo activate his haste circuit, which gives him an extra move action. So for my surprise action, I'm going to give Mo a move action, which will give him move action to move to the monster. Haste circuit is an extra move action. He'll have a standard with surprise. Mo should be able to move to the closest one and get a full round of attacks as a surprise.
That's close. That's close. But not quite correct.
You are
but
30 feet away from the one monster. You'll get a full round of attacks on it.
I will only get a standard for surprise.
That is correct.
Haste circuit doesn't activate till next turn.
Oh,
you're
it doesn't
giving
activate.
me a
No,
move
that's
action,
the issue.
which allows
That's
me
the
to
issue.
move and make a standard action, which is perfect.
Haste.
That's perfect.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You'll be able to actually do that, but the haste circuit not activating until next time was the issue. I thought
Correct.
you activated it beforehand. All right. Fine. I'll give you a move action this round anyway. That's fine. Go
That's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
All right, Mo's up. You guys all sound scared. Don't be scared.
I'm not scared. I
I'm
just
not
don't want
scared.
these guys to all go in at the same time
feel so
after I
push
get
me,
in.
pull me. I'm like, be scared, don't be scared. Be scared, don't be scared.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I'm outside the room, so I have no problems.
Oh, I like to keep you on your toes. I gotta mix it up. Can't make it too easy. But be scared. Just not of these guys. Okay, actually be scared of these guys a little bit.
They're wimps. I'm not worried about it.
Wimpy. They look very weird to me.
Oh, they are.
Move action and a standard action. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. So, Mo is going to.
Was there some kind of balcony or something on the right and the left?
Yeah, they're like
It's a
raised
little
up with a railing.
little raised up. Just like 5 feet off the ground. Wow. That's even flat-footed. You missed. Rolls a 4.
Crew Botsu.
Tuttle's up. Tuttle is up.
I'm going to go into the room and I'm going to turn on my jetpack and go
Holy
go
crap.
vertical
Oh boy, here we
up
go.
to the ceiling.
Now we gotta look that up because a lot of people were complaining we were doing that wrong.
Jetpack or jump jet?
Actual jetpack.
Both. Well, you get average maneuverability. You can use this for cruising flight usage, only 1 charge. But you're flat-footed and off target while doing so. So you can go up, but you're going to be off target, but it's up to you. And flat-footed.
I'm hoping these guys don't have ranged attacks.
Good
Or at least
point.
if their ranged attacks are far less effective than their
That's what I'm
punching.
hoping.
So I'm going.
Fair enough.
I'm going up to the ceiling.
Got it. You're up to the ceiling, 30 feet. Cheddar's up now.
He still can't really get in position to shoot anything, so I just kind of park him out here a little ways.
Okay. Now it's the second round. They're all aware of you. Alarms are going off.
Or is it the
Roji.
second round, or is it the actual first round? Because this was all a
Well,
surprise round.
It's actually the second round because you still use like you still used a round of greater invisibility in the surprise round. Like that still counts. Like so for like things that are permitted doesn't matter, but for greater invisibility it will matter. So that was a round used up. And I'm going to presume he cast it like right before the door was open. So I gave it to you so you didn't have to waste it. So but Hirochi's up.
Okay, so fool of a took me messing around with that.
Throw
skeleton.
yourself in next time.
I know. I'm going to immediately. And that's actually why I was actually curious about exactly what kind of breadth of time a surprise round is, because now I'm going to immediately try to mitigate the damage I did and try to shut off the alarm.
Wow. Okay.
And so, what is it? Computers or engineering?
Engineering.
Cool. And I got a 36. Am I trying to stop the alarm?
You roll a 36, try to stop the alarm, and you fail.
Damn it!
What have you done?
Shazbot.
Yes.
Next time, throw yourself in, fool of a took.
And that was a standard action. I don't know why you're wasting your time with that, but it's up to you. Got a move left.
I like the story. I like things going the way that they would kind of go. So I have a move action left. All right. So for my move action, can I as a move action quickly jam the door and break the lock?
No. It's electronically locked. There's no lock. It's a military grade electronic door on a.
That's too bad.
No, there's
All right.
nothing you can do.
So then for a move, I shall. Did that ruin my hide? I'll hide again. I'll move and
Did
hide.
you attack? You didn't really attack, so I'll say no.
But no, it was a standard action to try to disable the thing, right? Or was
Right.
it a move
Well, it was
action?
also a standard action trying to open it, so
Right.
you would have moved. You would have
Yeah.
ruined your
So
hide.
the only thing I
anyhow.
have is left is a move, so I can't attack.
Okay, so you can hide
So
again.
I'm going to move and hide.
Okay. Roll your hide. Kiro's up. He's hidden and invisible in the ceiling. What are you doing?
Akira is doing something. Akira's going to attack.
Okay.
I get no plus or anything, right?
They're still flat-footed. but I'll take care of that.
All right, so I'll attack. I'm gonna do full round attack on the one that I'm looking down at to the south, to the north.
Well, they're flat-footed to you anyhow because you're invisible.
Ah, not the one that Mo's attacking. Once again, we're not focusing fire. Excellent.
Hit 28.
Do it again.
He's like looking around, wondering where it came from.
That's how we do it. And I'm
There you
done.
go. Now Rusty's up. Rusty can't see anything. He's behind a wall.
Oh, you mean I have to enter the room?
You
I
don't
know
have
you're
to.
loath to do that, but
You don't
Well,
have to.
I would prefer not to if I could avoid it, but I suppose that's just the way that it goes. Okay. I am moving over here, knowing that both Mo and Hiroji could focus fire on the one that's right there, so that is the one that I'm going to attack and try and make flat-footed more permanently. It's a 42 bluff.
Sure. Hit.
First blood.
Damage.
First damage on any of them.
This one looks around, sees you all, and does something truly frightening. With a disciplined mind, as one, all four of them, in a strange ritual, pull out a vial from their cloaks and drink it. That's all he does. The one to the north does the exact same thing. The one to the northwest does the exact same thing.
I shall call them wasters of their turn, or
They are
emoji.
all starting to glow with the Solarian power that you know and love. This
Oh
is
shit!
a deep, intense glow, and you realize this ain't no joke. John is up. Mo is up.
The one that I am next to in the southeast corner, that one has not taken a vial. Am I correct?
It took a while, but that does not provoke.
Okay. All right. I know one has not. All right.
No, they
so,
all did.
The one that Akiro attacked has not gone yet and has not taken a vial. It probably
Okay.
will.
All right. I am taking out my, my sword, and I'm going to do oh, actually, for a move action, I'm going to do this.
You're jumping off.
35 feet. I am now going to do a full attack.
You're
on the one
jumping.
to the.
Nice.
Wait,
Sorry?
you're jumping
Wait.
off the. That's a balcony. You're jumping off the balcony.
Oh, I thought we could go underneath that. Okay.
Oh, you're going under it.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to do a full attack to the one to the southwest of me.
Okay.
I like how you're out monking the monk.
They didn't even start.
Well,
yet.
so far, I mean, I think they're gonna unleash hell soon
Yeah, it's gonna get really
because they look
horrible.
really, really weird.
Is that a full round attack? And that guy's flat-footed.
I have a get him.
Damn,
Wow. With a 6, I hit.
43
And I did
damage.
43 points of damage for my second attack. Wow. Okay,
Yeah.
so 87. No, 80,
84.
84. Boy, my math is bad.
Wow.
Can I? Do I have a firing lane shooting over the display case?
No, the display cases are very tall. They're like 10 feet tall.
Okay, I'm going to move then, staying airborne.
I wonder if we should use something in these display cases. I want to put on that helmet with the smoke in it and become a god.
Or like that, was it the finger? Doesn't the one with the hand have a ring on his finger?
Yeah, I'll
You
chop my
hit.
hand off and hand effect to myself.
Nice.
You hit with fire with 12 points, but it has some resistance and only does 7. Shadow's up.
Focus on that one.
Tactical razor bat.
You might have to push the button at some point in this fight.
As we
Nice.
say that,
Nice.
19.
Wow,
Still standard,
Cheddar.
though.
Cheddar does more damage than Rusty. That's crazy.
oh, by far, everyone does. Why have we never actually just built a nuclear weapon into Cheddar so we could just send him into a room?
If you press one of the buttons, it does that. This last one also drinks a vial in the exact same manner as the rest of them and starts to glow.
Strictly speaking, I have a self-destruct for him.
That's true.
Nice.
It occurs no matter what, whether you want to or not.
That's the thing. I have no control over it. If he goes under 10 hit points, he goes into shutdown mode and sets off the EMP.
Like the Mandalorian.
Hiroji's up.
All right, so my patented shot on the run, stealth trick, whatever. And but instead of making him flat-footed, I'm going to try and ricochet. So let's see if I stealth first.
You're gonna bend the bullet like in Wanted.
40 will do it.
Exactly. All right, so that gives me extra damage, and if I hit, I can get the extra attack. So let's see. If
Bullet bending. Go for it. You know, you also have something called triple shot or something.
That's terrible.
Should've
Yep.
never opened that door. Are you moving?
I know. I got jinxed.
Everyone else is like totally.
One bad move, and now it's all over. My kung fu is broken.
Yeah.
Seriously, you have broken your key. You're like your humors are out of balance now.
You're right. That's exactly it.
Everyone else is doing great, and you're just like setting off alarms, tripping, not hiding,
Well, you gave us good
missing.
intel.
I've become comic relief.
Hey, Mo, Akiro, and Tuttle, do you remember actually when Hiroji was, missing and lost from our party and wasn't able to add to these fights? It was so long ago.
Remember when he was cool?
Yeah, I
I
remember.
know.
You still got a move left.
I spit the match out of my mouth with a snarl, and I say, "It's time to get serious." And then,
Nice.
I take my move, and I move over to this one.
Okay.
Hopefully, that'll reboot my mojo.
Akiro, go.
I want to make a knowledge check on this guy.
Okay. Mysticism.
All right.
Anything you learn now will be forgotten when we start playing again.
Yes, exactly. 2 weeks from now, we'll all be gone.
FYI.
You rolled a 2. What do you want to know?
Well, I want to know what this glowing is.
Oh, that's the Solarian power. There's Solarian manifestations that they're getting ready to start using.
So that's when they do the AoE blow up thing.
God, they can do so many things. Starquakes, gravity surging, crushing, black holes. You name it.
That's annoying. All right, you know what? I'm gonna take a shot at this guy, and then I'm gonna move. So I get plus anything. He's still flat-footed. No, he's not.
To you, he might be because he doesn't know where you are.
I shoot that.
Hit.
Sweet. I'm actually
30
doing
points
some
of
damage.
damage.
All right, I'm gonna move though now. I'm gonna move here and be on the ceiling here.
Rusty is up.
All right, well, plan A and B. There's one we're focusing fire on, so as a move action, it's get him, and I will try and make him flat-footed, because it looks like everybody can fire on that one. Well, everybody is going to do damage, unlike Akiro and Hiroji. So, okay.
I've already done 100 points of damage in this combat.
Bob, can you
seen none of
attack
that.
it? Can you attack it? It's
Yes,
taken
I'm doing that.
well over 100.
Yes, I am
You can
attacking
possibly
it right now.
kill it.
Well, we'll see. Let me start with that before I do my get him then. Fine. I would attack first.
Rusty's using a BB gun. He's using a level 0.5
Yeah.
BB gun.
Basically, yes. There we
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Okay, guys.
Whoa.
Guys, I got
Rusty
this
in
one.
the house.
Guys, I got this
Awesome.
one. Don't worry about it. You
That
don't need to
is
worry about it. I got
awesome.
this one.
That is a ending note for this episode. Oh my god. Rusty
Yes.
does 28 points of damage.
No, Rusty killed the monster solo. That's fine. I got it.
That's great. So that's 28 plus what? Plus 100 plus another 100? Because I know.
Well, I shot it and it died. That's all I really.
I'm just kind of curious because
Yeah, I know.
this tells
You wanna know
us what we have to do to get those other 3 down.
So
Which
basically,
is
about-
apparently
it's
a lot.
Ballpark,
It's
it's in
apparently
the
a lot.
ballpark of 120 or 130 because you and I put about 100 on, or the first round we put about 100 or 110 on it, and then that was 30. So it's somewhere in the
So
130, 140
is a
range.
good
Yeah.
safe one. Yeah, right. The one to the left that Akira was soloing, he did at least how much damage to that? I saw 28 on his first hit. I don't know what was left.
Yeah,
About,
so
about
I'm
80.
hearing-
I
I'm
did about
hearing
He
80.
did about he did 40 on like 40ish on both of his others. So that one's like around
Okay.
100.
So actually, that
Alright,
one
so-
should drop pretty easily. Okay, so the one to the
That's
far
good.
lower left is actually the easiest target. Good to know. That
So
said,
if we,
I only
if we
have one
focus
move
fire, we
left.
should just be able to take out one around. If we focus fire, and if we
Great. As a move action, fine.
Or fire at all sometimes.
I actually have to spend a resolve point, and I'm going to give a move action to. Who do I want to get?
Mo
to?
doesn't
Monster.
need one.
Hiroji.
Because I've got my haste circuits.
Hiroji, take an
I'm
extra
where I
move
want to
action.
be because I'm going to shoot that one
Nope.
that's right there.
Fine. My move action then, if I can see any of them, anyone that I can see is going to be my get 'em. People will just have +2 against it.
Like it.
That one would be my first choice.
This
but
one moves out. He moves around the corner, sees you all. He creates a cone of dark energy that hits Mo, Tuttle, Rusty. Give me fortitude saves.
Tuttle's in the 20 in the air, am I right?
Also, you sure about me?
Does Rusty get cover, though?
Yeah, I got cover there.
I mean, that's not cone if he's got cover.
It's glass. It's going through the glass, and
Okay.
he has cover.
Fortitude save.
I
There
will
we
give
go.
him a bonus.
A 30 for Mo. We'll call that a save. We don't need to go to the GM
There you
for
go.
that.
Ooh, Rusty, awfully close.
All right.
You are okay. You managed to succeed in fighting off the dark energy, and it felt like it was a little hard for you to breathe for a second there, like you were being suffocated inside your suits, but you were okay now. It was a little touch and go there for a second. This one in the left-hand side, this is going to be so funny. I think everyone's going to enjoy those.
Mo's got cover.
He runs up to here, and he does a cone to the ceiling, right at Akiro, as if he can see him. No problem. Give me a
Oh,
fortitude
no.
save.
Oh no.
Wow. Or everyone in the red.
Yeah, everyone in the red. And Mo. 22 is fine.
Oh, thank God.
25 is fine.
Rusty, come on. Hit
actually,
the
am I-
F key. Hit
Oh, I'm in the
F
red.
key.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I couldn't tell it on it.
If that's a cone angled up,
Nice,
how
Rusty.
does that work? How does that work in 3 dimensions?
Because
I
it's
bet it
30 by
doesn't-
30 by 30. It's up. He's hitting it. Doesn't matter. Everyone misses. Actually, Cheddar didn't need to an A on. Everyone's fine. No one gets hit. Everyone's fine.
I have a feeling if you fail that save, it's bad.
You once again feel as if you can breathe. Everything's okay.
Hey everyone, Steve here. So sorry about that. I forgot to mention that this fight actually stops kind of in a weird place, just ends. That's because when we were recording, something happened and we had to stop the recording. And I didn't want to continue this fight for various reasons. It's one of these, the episode's already pretty long, but if I continued the fight, the episode might have been like 2 hours. And an hour is about where I like to finish the episodes. Most people like to listen to podcasts an hour in length, plus or minus 15 minutes. And I kind of agree with that. I really don't know how people listen to podcasts week after week after week that are like 3 or 4 hours long. I just don't have enough time to listen to one podcast that long. It would eat up all my podcast time. So sorry about that. You know, it stopped right in the middle of the fight in kind of a weird location. But don't worry, it picks up next week. The fight continues, and wow, this is it. This is, by the way, the final room. This is the final encounter. And we are almost caught up to this. And I really hope I don't run out of episodes. We really need to record this week and finish up the show. But we only got a couple of weeks left, and then the show's over. I can't believe it. We just finished the Fall of Plaguestone, and it was sad. I was like really not prepared for it just to end like that. But this is even going to be more devastating in a lot of ways because this has been going on for years. It's one of these things you just don't think about it. I'd be curious, how do you guys end your long-term adventures? I've done it a few times, and I usually try to have this, like, pull out all the stops and do really cool things. And I do have a lot planned for the last or second to last episode, but it's one thing to talk about it and plan it, and then it's another thing to actually do it. So, yeah, we're getting up to the end there. But don't worry, these guys ain't going nowhere. They're going to be playing some other adventures with you in the near future. So you're going to be able to hear them all bicker with new characters. And that's going to be coming, well, in a few weeks. So let's quickly get to show notes. Don't forget, new podcast every Tuesday, every Friday. And, well, we're going to have some new ones coming out. So I don't even know when those are going to be released in a couple weeks. Do subscribe to us on iTunes and Android and Spotify. And can you please leave some reviews? Do remember to check out Jason's Talking Combat column every single Monday and Talking Plaguestone every Thursday. Do join our Discord where you can
play Starfinder. I almost forgot. We have a con starting on Monday. It's called Play Discon, where we're going to be playing, well, games on the Discord, and it's an actual convention. If you go to our Discord channel, there is just a couple of slots left for the convention. There's a sign-in sheet, and you can join and play. Just go to discord.rollforcombat.com. You can go to the general channel. You can go to the Starfinder Society or the Pathfinder Society channels. It's listed all over the place, but just join the network real quick. You have until the 20th to sign up and start playing, so that only gives you a few days. If you've ever been interested in what it's like to play on a Discord channel, this is your opportunity. Come on down. Do follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Do check out the Reddit channel and Patreon. I told you, everyone, that we were going to be ramping it back up, and now we are. If you're on the $2 level, you can see previews of the new podcasts. We're going to be posting them on a regular basis. And if you're in the $5 level, you're going to get the podcast and special material before everyone else. So that is going to be, well, we already started it. And we're going to be posting pretty soon some additional podcasts that you can only get at the $5 level. So check that out. Just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com and you can get some cool stuff. And of course, do check out the website. Just go to rollforcombat.com. We got tons of reviews on there. Jason is finishing up his review for the Pathfinder Lost Omens Gods and Magic book. That is a really fun book, and he is going to be posting his review in about a week. So do check that out on the website. Anyhow, this has been a pretty long episode, so I'm going to go. I will see and talk to you next week. See ya.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Starfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com or drop us a line at contact@rollforcombat.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that Mountain Dew is not one of the 4 food groups.